Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is March Madness. How's everybody doing with that? Okay, everybody doing well, getting your books read. Hopefully, it is going well. I'm Courtney. I am Tangible Reads. Sorry, Tangible Reads. If you are not aware, welcome to my channel. Hopefully, all is going well with you and that you're having a good day. It is 9 p.m. EST, my time. We're going to be here till 12 a.m. I know for those of y'all that come around, it is not my normal time, but you know what? Your girl be staying up late. Let's get to the chat. Hello, lovely Glenda. How are you doing today? Welcome. How's it going? I don't see Elena, so it must be one of those deals where the comment came in before. So how you doing, girl? Hello. Hello, Flo. Also didn't see Flo. I'm missing some people. Sometimes Restream acts kind of sketch, right? And sends things into the oblivion that occurs before I get here. So sorry about that if y'all are lost in the sauce, okay? Oh, Flo had a headache. I'm sorry to hear that, Flo. Hopefully your headache goes away quickly. You know what I say to headaches and everything else is drink a little water. Can't go wrong with hydrating, okay? It's one of those things we need. Get those cells communicating with each other and all of that stuff, okay? Let's see. Elena says, reading Where the Drowned Girls Go by Sheenan McGuire. Hopefully you're having a good time with that. Is that an arc? Let me know. Elena says hello as well to Glenda. Feel sorry for the headache. Yeah, I know that's a pain, especially if it's one of those migraines, because a regular headache and a migraine are two different things, okay? So I wish you luck with all of that. I know that's easier said than done to get rid of it. So do what you got to do, okay? There you go. Hello, Miss Kelly. How are you doing? Happy time zones. Just got back from selling books all day. Ooh, dude sell. Making some cash and getting people happy. I like that, okay? Now you need to finish 20 chickens for a Sadie. It's not an arc. That's an interesting title. Okay. What genre is that? I don't know. It sounds kind of like a cozy, but I'm really not sure. Also sounds almost kind of like it could be historical fiction. Let me know. By the way, let me know what y'all are drinking too. I love a good drink. Here, what do I have here? I put a few different things in here. So this right here, I didn't get my angle right, y'all. I switched up my background here and it's all jacked up. I'll fix it later. But it looks orange on camera to me, but it's actually red. So this is a mixture of Shirley Temple. It's in the soda. I got it at the grocery store in a bottle, okay, because your girl's not fixing stuff. But this is a mixture of a Shirley Temple, a zero cherry ginger ale, and seltzer. So it's a fusion. Pretty good. Cannot complain 1 minute about that. So hopefully you're enjoying that book. Let us know. Is that for work too? Glenda says hello to Miss Kelly. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? I can't complain. I slept in late. I took a nice long, it was like 4 miles, a nice long walk. It was very lovely. Weather was very amicable today. So I got a little stretching in with that. Quality time with the husband. He completed the walk as well. What else? I had some Burger King. Probably wasn't the best thing, but it was good. And Miss Jaleesa was on, and I got to sprint with her. Well, in the chat, got to be part of that sprint. So I was excited to catch her. I work a lot of weekends with my job. I tend to work overnight. So a lot of people that I really enjoy watching on BookTube, I tend to miss quite often. So, catch them when you catch them. And I did today. So I cannot complain. It's been a lovely time. Okay. How about you? Let me know. How was your day? Hello, Anna. How are you doing? Nello, here writing and uploaded reviews. Ooh, okay. Get those reviews in. That's what I'm talking about. I got a few myself. Let me see where am I at. Got my planner here, y'all. Let me know. We're winding down the 2 weeks of March Madness, okay? But keep those arcs if you haven't finished them. Keep reading them and bring them into another month. But let me know how y'all are doing with these reviews and with your books, okay? I have read a few different things this month, but I have read 1, 2, 3 arcs. 3 arcs this month, and I'm going to start a graphic today. So I'm hoping I can start and finish that to give me a 4. But I have I have one review to do, which is the book that I finished yesterday called Until Death by Mary Berman, which was pretty good. So I'm rocking and rolling. I did a few reviews yesterday, so I am good to go. Okay, so get them reviews in and get them uploaded. Make sure you get them stats good to go. Okay. Elena says hello to Kelly. Yes, it is. Awesome. Flo, hopefully all is well. Like I said, get some good hydration. Just power themselves, okay? I'm in healthcare, so power themselves and everything. And if you're on any sort of meds, then definitely take those, okay? I'm trying to get comfortable here. This is a squeaky little chair here, y'all. Glyndis is at 26% of the Masala Chai Mystery Club. I have heard of that. Probably through you, if I'm not mistaken. By MJ Sony. I'm enjoying the cozy mystery so far. Ooh, okay. I hope you continue to enjoy it and it all pays out and that they're talking about some good masala and the taste buds get you going, okay? It's not like reading a book and you can just almost taste the food. A good book that they did that in is the book Ring Shouts by P. DeChelly Clark. I still remember the scene when they were talking about all that delicious soul food. I just want to be like, wanted to eat it. Yum, yum, yum. The only thing that makes my headache go away is sleep. Well, that's a novel concept. We should do that too. You know what? If you have to go take that nap, go to sleep, you know what? I want you to be well. So go ahead and do it and we will be here. Okay. I support what you need to do if you need to do it. If that means getting off stream and going to sleep, kudos to it. Okay. I still second that drink a glass of water though. I think that would still be helpful. So that's just me on that one. Y'all, this angle's bothering me. I didn't adjust things right before when I set everything up here, but we go persevere. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Chris says congrats on your latest video. Well, thank you. It was a amateur sleuth. I picked up one book and I just kept picking up books. But if y'all would like my latest video, it came out earlier today. It's about amateur sleuth, little mysteries. If y'all want to go check that out, may give you some inspiration for those books or others. Okay. But I appreciate it if you want to go take a look at it. Memoir about growing up in Botswana. Ooh, okay. I didn't expect that when you said chickens. Okay. Who is the memoir by? Is it somebody that we would recognize the name of? Let me know. Elena just finished reading The End of the World as We Know It by Christopher Golden and Brian Keene. Did you enjoy it? Isn't that a movie as well? That might be a movie. If it is, are you going to watch the movie? 1971 coffee mug from Starbucks this afternoon. Ooh, a new 1971 coffee mug. What is the significance of 1971? Let me know. I'm trying to think in my head. Is that a movie? Is the year you were born? Is that a new song? I'm not sure of that. But if you like it, I love it. Okay. I'm not a big Starbucks girly, so I don't know if there's something going on there. So let me know if I'm missing something because nobody has ever accused me of being popular. Okay. So that means I don't know pop stuff. So let me know. Hello, Miss Mel. How are you doing? You look very ethereal today with the background on your look. I do? Oh, well, thank you. I don't feel it, but I appreciate it. Okay. Where do I have my halo? Let me see. I have anything in my box or something? I should have put my crown or something on. I like to do a little change in background there. Maybe it's good lighting. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay. Your girl be trying to do some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do something with this madness. I took my contact lens off earlier. Okay. Them suckers were stuck to my eyeball. Okay. I was not happy with those, but it came out okay. That's about as fancy as I got today. Bill says hello to friends in the chat. Exactly. Yes. Let us know what you're up to, y'all. What you drinking? Okay. Give me all the deets. I like to know. Elena says hello to Mel. And Mel says, just gave Nova some more medicine. Oh, is baby girl sick? No. Won't be writing reviews as she still wants me to color her, but I will be reading. You know what? Hey, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. Keep that arm around baby girl and you got a book here, okay? If you're a Kindle person, I'm not sure if you're a big Kindle person or not, but there's the Kindle clicker. For those of y'all that are not aware, there's an e-reader clicker. I don't have mine with me, but mine's a ring, but there's a clicker you can use, but still it does the same thing. It turns the pages for your e-reader. So if you're, hands doing some stuff, there you go. Works like a charm. I use mine at work. I just be like this. People think I'm sleeping. I be like, I'm not sleeping. I'm having a good time right here with this book. Okay. But that's something to invest in, keep the hands around baby girl. You don't need a whole lot of extra things going on. You can actually hug her with two hands and still read over her head. But hopefully she continues to get better. Hydrate her as well, that's important too. Mel says hello to Elena. And Glenda says, hi to Mel. I heard your child isn't feeling well. Hope she feels better. Yeah, definitely big hugs and cuddles and sprinkle well dust all over. Hello, Lola. How you doing today? What's going on? Mel says thanks to Glenda. And Lola says hello back. Lily. And Lola says, only 310 pages left of my book. Ooh, okay. With Avengers by Riley Sager. I have heard so many things about Riley Sager, good things. I have not ventured into Riley Sager. But isn't Riley Sager like a 500, not even 5, right? Like 4-ish page book, right? Type thing. Okay. You're in there. You've got some space left in there. Okay. So keep at it. Okay. Congrats to Chris. Ooh, what are we saying congrats for? I must have missed something or forgot. Let me know. Thank you. Yeah, we got a little, it's a tapestry. The background scene here. I need to adjust it. I wanted to get some of my little shelf here, but I might just move it over. Trying to get the wall. My other one was short. This one's actually pretty long. It's just not adjusted well. I had my hubby kind of help me throw it up. He's a gamer, so he was ready to get back to the games. He threw me a solid and helped me out for 2 minutes and was like, oh, it looks straight. And then I was like, that shit's crooked, but it's all right for now. It'll do. Let me see if y'all can see the full effect of it. Let me see. Hold up. Probably glutton for punishment by moving things. There we go. So you got the little mushrooms right there. They look like sesame seed buns, okay? Let's see. Got some flowers, got some butterflies right there, and some more little mushrooms. So oh, there we go. Now let me readjust, okay? I like a good little tapestry, not gonna lie. Oop. Hold on a second, y'all. Probably shouldn't have moved this chair. It's always a hassle here, y'all. Okay, sorry about that. Trying to show y'all what I'm working with over here. Pretty. Anyway, let's see, where are we at? Thank y'all very much. I appreciate y'all liking my background. You know, I would very much dislike if y'all disliked it. That wouldn't be what my goal is. I like it. I want y'all to as well. You know. Lola says hello to Elena. Elena says it back. All the hellos. Flo says, I think I drink 70 ounces of water daily. Ooh, kudos. I do need that reminder to drink some today. Thank you. I appreciate you drinking that much water, okay? I strive for 64 ounces, and y'all, okay, I have definitely been slacking lately. I'm not gonna lie. I told my husband that 2 days ago. I was like, I have been slacking in the water department. You know, I believe anything is water, drinks, wine, alcohol, tea, but I'm just in the liquids department in general. I think I have been slacking. So I'm trying to be better. I don't know. I just felt like I kind of slowly slopped off after boot camp. I kept it up till the end of January. And then I think after my vacation in February, I just think my water intake has sloughed because it's an intentional thing for me. Like I drink this 32 ounce a day. That's a given. But getting that second one in, I feel like I've kind of been slacking. Some days I do, some days I don't. However, I am cognizant. You have to be aware of it, and then you just move on from there, you know? So I'm trying. Sometimes you get busy. Days that I work, since I sleep during the day, it's not every day, but days that I work, I tend to sometimes slack off. And so I feel like I'm in this rush once I wake up because I'm up all night, you know, on the days that I work. However, you know, running around a cold place and then trying to drink water just doesn't appeal to me. So I'll figure it out. But it's great that you drink so much water. I really like that. You can set a timer or something like that. But get it in. You can do it. Power themselves. Hello, lovely Double Jen. What are you up to today? I hope your headache goes away soon. Exactly. Probably get a good night's rest, okay? Lola and Jens and Glenda. Thanks to Mel. Jaleesa, hello, lady. Made it to the store. Ooh. The rodeo got traffic looking crazy. Ooh, who you telling? I can imagine because people be out and about, okay? I have to go to St. Petersburg, Florida tomorrow, and there's like a reggae fest going on, and I'm so dreading traffic, okay? So not trying to go down there, but I'm going down there. Not for that, but it'll be interesting. So yeah, those events, y'all. Especially if you're not caught up in it. It really sucks when you're caught up in that traffic and you're like, I'm not even going there. I just want to go to Walmart. Jaleesa says to Mel, how's the baby feeling? Yeah, she's doing some cuddle time for her. Hold up. Okay. Flo says to Elena, are there must for other years? I think I am lost on that one. What's for other years? Well, let us know. But it says hello. I'm going to kind of skip over some of these highs. Okay, y'all. Mel says hi to Jaleesa. She's doing better. Some medicine and still wants her cuddles. Hey, that's what we all want when we're sick. The only difference is that when you're younger and you're sick, you want to be all underneath somebody. When you're older and you get sick, don't touch me, give me my blanket and let me be by myself. You know, that's the only difference. It's just a different sort of cuddling with somebody and cuddling with the pillow and the blanket. But we all want the same thing. Give me my medicine, you know, it may be a pill, maybe a glass of drink, you know, but it's, you know, it's still a cuddle. Jaleesa says, I'm going to say hello because there's so many to name. Yeah, exactly. Hello is a blanket. I do that sometimes. Hello is a blanket. Yeah. Baby's getting the cuddle time and got the medicine. Okay. She's going to do well. Yep. Little one feels better. Exactly. Dilmo Jen misses hers being little, though she still snuggles me sometimes at 21. That will always be your baby, okay? Always. As long as you're mommying, your babies will be babies, okay? Kelly says that, what's the puppy? Cora, right? Cora? Don't let me misquote. What's your baby's name, Kelly? Let me know. I think it's Cora, right? That's the doggies. The puppy grabbed my clicker off the desk and chewed it. Good thing she's so cute. Oh no, she grabbed your e-reader clicker? That's fighting. No, I'm kidding. Well, that sucks. Mine was like $20. So if it's broken, they're not that difficult. They're not expensive to replace. But mine is so hardy, y'all. Okay, maybe I'll get it on the next sprint. But mine is hardy because that sucker has like fallen down steps. That sucker has, I haven't immersed it in water yet. I say yes because I'm accident prone, but it has fallen down some steps. It has fallen in the sand. I've dropped it quite a bit of times. It's like a little case with the ring inside, and I have dropped it and the case went over here and the ring went across the room, and that sucker still has worked, and it's been years. So very hearty. Okay, so it may still work. Let me know. Lola Roo. Mel says, I love my Kindle, especially for moments like this. Same with audiobooks. Oh, facts. You'd be surprised how much reading you can get even when somebody around bugging you. You don't like it, but you can get some reading in, okay? I bring mine everywhere. Mel says, that's so sweet, Jen. I still cuddle my mom at big old age of 32. My mom may get a hug. That's as far as we're going to go. Well, like I said, always be mommy, okay? If you're going to mommy us and daddy us, then we'll take it. When you stop mommying and daddying to the extent of mommying and daddying, you know what I'm saying, is when kids stop being kids to you, okay? So you're doing something right if you're still cuddling up at big old age of 32. Or Double Jen says, there we go. The youth. Mel says, I feel ancient. Hey, it's not about the number, it's in spirit, okay? Lola says, you should try Courtney. I think under 400. Yeah, his books are so fun. Yeah, I've heard good things. He's a good mystery person, right? Yeah. They're not super long. So you're in there. 310 it's in there. You got some ways to go, but we're gonna help you out, okay? I get that bodies feel older than they really are. Yeah, that's true. Hydrating helps, but if anybody has found the fountain of youth or a very good, just awesome miracle vitamin or pill or something that just takes off a few years, I'm on IG. Let me know. What's that cream you slather in and you come out of it and you're renewed? Let me know. Okay, I will find that. Okay, I got a little money. I can go figure it out. I went to St. Augustine in Florida, that supposed fountain of youth by Ponce de Leon, that mineral water. Yeah, I didn't come back feeling any better. I was like, my bones still creak. Who is messaging me, y'all? Let's see. Double Jen says, I get that bodies feel older. Okay, I saw that one. The length of the broken books I have read on. I meant the length of the broken books I have read of his. Oh, okay, of the books. Okay, I get you. Yeah, Riley Seeger has a huge backlist. I don't know how many, but I know it's definitely been a big backlist that I've heard of, okay? Dumbledore says, I always say my age is 54. My body is 90 and my mental age is way down there. Hey, you know what? You're as old as you want to be, okay? You want to sit there and walk around with pigtails and you go right ahead. You can go around and say you're 22, but if somebody, doesn't Agree? That's on them. What does that have to do with you? There's actually a new reality show. I can't get into reality show. I pick and choose. I haven't seen this one. I probably won't look at it either. But it's called, oh my gosh, is it on Netflix or Hulu? It might be Hulu. I just ran across it a little while ago. We were watching that Tyra Banks, America's Top Model special, the 3-part miniseries, which was good, mind you. But after that, I was surfing. Is it called Age is Just a Number or something like that? It's a reality show. It's like 8 episodes or something, where they basically pair people up kind of with dates or whatever. Kind of those shows where they have you together and then you choose a mate or whatever, your soulmate. But basically, people are not allowed to say what their age is. And I guess at the end, I should fast forward. I think I may watch the first episode and then fast forward to the end. Kind of get to know the people, figure out who they're going to pick, and then go to the last episode and see if it changes. But basically, they're not allowed to say their numerical age. And you're supposed to date for personality, right? Kind of like Love is Blind, I'd be curious if you're sitting there thinking that you're, about to like date somebody and you're like, oh, I really care about them. Oh, they're great. And you're like 40 and then you find out that somebody you picked is like 25. Because I've been out and about and I've had people mistake me for like 20 something. And I'm like, nope, that's not it, bro. So just imagine. So I don't know. That would be very interesting. I wonder if it would change things because the number does make a difference. Okay. I'm not going to lie. It's just the indicator of things. I think it puts things into perspective sometimes, and I think as you get older, it's not as big of a deal. Like, I think once both the people get past maybe the age of 30, I don't think age matters as much. It's more of like mentality. But matching that mentality to age makes a huge difference to me, in my opinion. Like less than 30. Because like when I was 27 and this 23-year-old guy was trying to date me and he was fine. Okay. And I went out on one date and I was just like, I can't do it. But no, it just wasn't working out. I'd rather him be older, So I don't know. This is my family messaging me, y'all. TikTok videos. They're probably liking the TikTok videos I sent them. So let me just turn this down. Sorry about that. I can't type hi on too much food. And that was Mexican food for takeout. And I ate it way too fast. Hey, you were hungry and it was delicious. So I'm not mad at it. And thank you very much, Flo. Much appreciated. I like ethereal looking things. Double Gin is having popcorn. Have you guys seen those buzz bowls? I've never heard of that. The little round canned drinks. I got some last night to try and oh my, they're strong. Oh, are they colorful? Don't Walmart sell them? It's like I can't think of it. They're round. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, they're round and they contain alcohol in them, right? They're like $2 a piece, something like that. I may have had a margarita one. Oh, yep, I have. I have definitely had. Let me see if I can blow this picture up. Yes, I have had. Oh, where's that at? Oh, hold up. Wrong picture. Come on, yo. I blew it up too much. Oh, my God. Y'all, these phones. All right, so there's the buzz balls, y'all. Yes, I have definitely had one of those back in the day. Which one did I have? I think I had that. It's like a pucker. I don't think it was a margarita. The green one. I've had that, but that was years ago. Why is this still talking? Buzz balls. That's so funny, right? You got to get 3 or 4 of those, okay? Get them on sale and then get a few of them. I stay near a Walmart like outlet type store. I don't know. It's like an alcohol aisle or whatever. So when I go shop and I want to drink, I go for whatever is on sale. Unfortunately, they never have beer, which I love beer. But they have like little like drinks and things like that sometimes on sale. So that's enough for like a serving, and that's fine. You know, quick, I'm good. Try to do that as well with water. Yeah, kind of measure it out and make sure you drink enough. It's always good. I was told to drink half your weight in ounces. I try to do that and more. Texas sweet tea sneaks in often. Oh, you gotta love it. Just watch out for the sugar. I'm from Texas originally, so I know the deal, okay? I'm a big fan of cutting sugar. I believe you me, y'all. I drink plenty of sugar and eat a bunch of junk, so don't think in any fashion that I am a health nut. I do boot camp at the beginning of the year now. First 2 weeks in January, good time. But that's just to help us get on track, okay? But I'm not a health nut. I'm just trying to be better and trying to keep from falling apart as much as possible, okay? But cutting sugar is a really good thing. So, you know, use about half. And, you know, in Texas, we like our sugar, okay? It's like that McDonald's sweet tea they have. That's like Texas sweet tea. Cut that sucker in half and it'll still be sweet enough, okay? I'm not going to disclose this number, but you said half our weight in ounces. So I'm trying to figure out what my weight in ounces, what my weight is. Let's say is this. I'm not going to tell you. Say it's, oh no, it's not that. I lost weight. I am, where am I at? Yeah, maybe it's this. All right, I'll say it's this. I'll say it's this. So pounds. You have ounce, what is it? 16 ounces per pound. That can't be right. Hold up. I can't be doing that right. Have your weight in ounces. I didn't do that right. Just half your, okay. So just what your weight is. So in pounds. I was converting the ounces and then dividing. Okay. So if I'm looking at what my weight is and a half in it, I could do that. Okay. I like that. Okay. I'm not too far off from what I'm trying to do. So, okay. I like that idea, Flo. Thank you. I'm going to try to do that. Okay. I got you. Food for thought. I like it. Okay. Buzz balls are really cute, but I don't drink alcohol anymore, so I haven't tried them. I'll try to drink some for you, Mel, next time I go to the store if I'm in a drinking mood. I'll hook you up. I'll take one for the team, okay? I got you. This is non-alcoholic, mind you, but I got you. I grew up here in Shirley Temples thinking there was alcohol till I started trying. Then I'm like, there's no alcohol in this crap. It's still pretty good, lots of sugar. But that's why I cut it with seltzer. But no alcohol in Shirley Temple, so you can have one of those. Yes, they are, right? Pretty good. I rarely do Mel, like never. They were 2 for $5, and I wanted to try the grape. Ooh, you might as well just get one of all of them. If you don't drink very often, just get one of all so that you can try it, because you never know next time you go and they'll be on sale. Look at me trying to convince y'all to do some stuff, okay? My former boss used to tell time using my water bottle, the hourly labeled one. According to your bottle, is 10:30. That's actually pretty fun. You know what? That means you are a reliable person. That's what that means, okay? And that's not that bad. It also means your boss knows who you are, which it could be a good or a bad thing. It depends on your standing, but that's not a bad thing. Mine, I don't use this, but mine has that too. So with this one, according to this, they really want you to do it twice because it's 8 to 1 and then 2 to 7. So down one side and another, and it says refill. So this one I think is trying to get you to drink 2 a day, which is 32 ounces. So that means it'll be 64 if you do twice a day. I used to pay attention to this because it gives you motivation. Don't give up, keep chugging. But like, I lose track because I use a few different things. If I'm working out, then I generally try to drink a whole one of those during my workouts. So by the time the morning's done, I'm already halfway there. So it's like over the thing. But I should more. I definitely, this conversation is making me realize your girl been slacking and I need to get my ish together. Okay. So I need to drink half my weight in ounces and probably be using this time thing more. So I stand corrected, y'all. Bad girl. Bad girl. Okay. I've been reading too many books. Bad girl. Bad. Jen says, I drank enough on my 20s to last a lifetime. See, I think I didn't really drink enough, and that's my problem. Okay, I'm old. I don't drink enough, or didn't in my 20s, and I haven't been doing many things in life lately. So, trying to get that together. Okay, it's okay. We have books to substitute for bad habits. We're fine. We're fine. Mel said, was it at least tasty? Oh, they should be. They should be, okay? I would mix those and make another drink with them. Put it in a glass and put some other stuff with it. I'm a big fan of, I call them cocktails at my house. I make with my husband, but he doesn't drink. So when I make cocktails or he'll say, hey, make me a cocktail, it's all non-alcoholic, but I do different fusions, which I have the soda stream at home. So good Lord, what is this? What? My family is tripping, okay? I don't know what they're doing. All right, apparently I didn't turn down enough what I needed. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. But you can do different things, like that's why I have seltzer. That's the base, and then I add in like juices and other stuff. He likes sweets and things, so I'm always adding in sodas and mixtures and stuff. A lot of times with me, I'll just drink the seltzer plain, or if it's like hot, like in the summer, I love having frozen fruits and stuff in it. So different fusions, make it yourself. Mugs typo. Oh, that they have different mugs in Starbucks. Yeah, they do. They always have different ones. 2026. Oh, okay. So are they labeled? Like I guess it's just the years for whatever. Okay. That works. Keeps you on track. I have one of those 40-ounce swig cups I fill twice a day. It keeps you on track. I think it's good to have one particular device if you're on like a water journey, or just hydration, a lifestyle change, drinking more water. I think it's good to have one device that you do that out of. It keeps you more consistent. I drink way more water utilizing a water bottle than I ever did growing up, because you have to keep going back and get glasses and stuff and then rinsing it, and then you're using so many glasses, and it's ridiculous, and I got my husband on it too, because I started getting him water bottles, and now we both drink way more water, and we carry our water bottle wherever we go. And it's nice because, you already has that. But I also think that that's our new culture these days now. I don't think back in the day they had that water bottle culture that we have now, where people say, hey, bring your reusable water bottle. Like I'll go places and instructions will be, hey, bring your reusable water bottle, And so, it gives you a reminder. So I think that's always good for you. I say don't touch me either. Exactly. Oh, puppy just wants some attention. Be like, if I eat that clicker, then maybe mommy will stop reading. My mom was never cuddly. Yeah, my mom wasn't either. Good for a hug, but we didn't grow up. My family was not like that affectionate type. Okay. Just wasn't, it is what it is. I struggled with that, like growing up, once I started getting boyfriends and like things like that. That was kind of a struggle for me, of having someone else in my space. Because even though I grew up in a big family, we weren't like the, hey, I'm gonna hug you and kiss you every time I see you type thing, or we're gonna be underneath each other. It just wasn't that. And so I'm like, why are you up in my AL, man? But I learned. You're gonna learn today, okay? Jen says, I take a ton of supplements, Courtney, and lots of collagen. I might need to get on this collagen too. That's something I do think that I'm missing a little bit more of. Okay. I'm gonna write some stuff down. Y'all, I'm telling y'all keep me awesome and insane, okay? I'm always picking up little things from y'all. So don't ever think that y'all recommendations are going on false ears, especially if I write it in my journal here, okay? So I'm writing for Saturday, collagen, even though I'm spelling it wrong. Half body weight. You know, I'm just gonna put it because I know the number. I'm not gonna tell y'all though. Blank ounces of water a day. What else have we talked about? Collagen and the water, right? I think that's it. Okay. I think I'm on track. Okay. I'm on track. Keep the recommendations coming just in case I need to write them down. Waiting on new glasses. That's always fun. I get some new ones next month. So here's the thing with these. While I do like them, I think these are like for, and my face is not big. I am not a big face girl, y'all. Okay, in case y'all don't know. But I think this is for somebody with a smaller face. And when I got these last year, I asked the lady, I was like, do these seem small to you? And she was like, no, they're adult glasses. They're fine, right? But I feel like I have to really push them on my face in order to get them to stay. And then for those that are glass wearers, y'all know you get the indentions like right here, you know, on the sides of your nose, like right here. I feel like I get that. I didn't really get that with my other glasses. Like I get the discoloration because of the oils, but the idea that I have an indention and when I blink, my eyelashes hit my glasses, I've never had that before. Okay. And to keep these on my face, especially when I sweat, I have to have these little horns, which I use for work anyway, because sometimes things be, you know, doing some stuff in the medical field and your glasses fall off. That's a no-go. So, but I'm just like, I think this bee steered me wrong. I kind of think she did it on purpose too. I'm not going to lie, but you know, I go for some new glasses next month and we're going to let that go. Okay. But if she's there, I'll be like, you cannot help me. Can your counterpart help me? Because your subject matter expert did not do me right. I don't feel comfortable. Okay. So, but new glasses are awesome. Okay. I think if you're a glass wearer, it's like getting new shoes when you get new glasses. You're excited about them. Okay. Lola says, I wrote them down, but yeah, I can't remember how many he has written. Oh, tons of books, probably. Okay. Tons of books. I think Riley Seeger's been around for a minute. Oh, okay. You're a big fan. Okay. Hey, not mad at that. You like somebody, you like it. Korean skincare is lovely. I've heard a lot about Korean skincare lately, about how they concentrate more on collagen, preservation of their skin. And so they tend to, like, I find a lot of times in like, I won't say all Asian culture, I won't stereotype like that, but like in Asian and Chinese culture, I tend to find that they look really young for a long period of time. And then they like, all of a sudden it's like they look old, you know? So I don't know if it's like that demarcation or something. I don't know. This Vietnamese lady was trying to explain it on a show once that I saw about like just skincare. And I mean, they probably eat way better than we do too, by far. Okay. Cause I'm sure I'm drinking plastic at this point with American food, but, so I don't know, but yeah, I definitely hear a lot about good regimens with their products and stuff. Double Chin says, I don't think I'll ever have glass skin like they advertise, but I'm doing okay. Oh, I just want to get rid of a few imperfections and not get any more. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for that. If you have any good recommendation for products, let me know. Okay. Plus, I do believe, by the way, while they try to sell us all of that stuff for skincare, natural beauty on television is made up. It's makeup. Okay. There's some very beautiful natural beauties that is makeup. So just don't believe all the hype of what y'all see on TV when somebody looks like they're not wearing makeup. Okay. It's just like in real life. Men talk about natural beauty. They're talking about a little light sprinkling of makeup. It's most of the time, like I watch those little IG videos where they Ask the people, hey, do you want your woman with tons of makeup? Or would you like her natural beauty? Do you want her natural hair? Or do you want, all the other stuff? Okay. Most of what they describe is, I call it glossing. Okay. It's some gloss on that, some gloss or floss. Okay. It's not, I woke up like this. Okay. So I always say, do you do what makes you comfortable, appease you. Don't worry about other people. But I wouldn't mind helping my skin out a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Lola says, kind of scary. I need to relate with music. All of it. I have a 20 something boy hit on me and I laughed at him. You were like, I still got it. Okay, okay. There you go. Yeah, I wish I was more confident. I won't say I'm overly confident, but I'm definitely more comfortable with myself than I was years ago. I wish I was who I am today now, like my confidence and who I am and knowing who I am. I think that's the main thing, of knowing who I am and being comfortable in my skin. Because I grew up in an era where, you walk in a room and you already know that everybody thinks you're less than, and you feel that. And nowadays it's like, you know what? I got something to tell you, not to say I climbed into a hole, but I just didn't have the confidence in being comfortable and know who I am. But I wish I had that years ago, but I would have been a mess, y'all. Hindsight is 2020. Okay. I would have been a mess. Okay. I would be just as bad as maybe some of these other people out there. Like, them dudes wouldn't know what. Everyone down. I don't think my husband and I would have even met if I would have known who been who I am in personality today that I was back in the day. Okay. I would have been next. As soon as you said something I didn't like, bye. I have been way more patient in my life. Okay. I've been way more patient. I have less patience now, and I love not having this patience. Don't waste my time, But he put a ring on it. I'm gonna let him waste my time a little bit more. But I'm just saying. I wouldn't have stayed in some situations, and I'm not just talking about relationships, just in general. Okay, I would have been a mess. Okay, a good way for me, bad for other people. Okay, I still would have been a reader, though. I will tell you that. Probably less time for reading, though, but still would read. Lola says, a 46, I'll date 10 years younger at the most. Yeah, as long as they have their ish together, okay? But I would rather date 10 years older, I will say that. As long as what you find, okay? Exactly. I think if I was single, I couldn't date a lot of people my age. Dating is weird in general these days with social media and stuff. Like, people really think they got all these options, and seek that. And so they tend to be a lot more disingenuous, till crap hits the fan. So I'd have a whole different attitude about it, I'm in the worst town possible to date, Jen. Not even gonna try for a couple of more years. Yeah, that's the thing. I definitely would prefer a bigger town. It's one of the reasons I come from a little small town in Texas, right? And I wasn't finding the type of people that I wanted to date. I was in my mid-20s at the time. And one of the decisions I made to move, it's not all of it, but it definitely was part of it, if I'm being real and honest, is I was like, I don't see myself ever settling down and getting someone serious if I stayed here. I was just like, I would eventually, at some point, if it came down to it, would like to get married, and I just don't see it happening. And that was one of my decisions to move. Okay, so yeah, and also one of the reasons why, when I do move, I want to be near a big city. Just leave. I mean, I'm married now, so that's good. But I'm just saying, you want to have options. Little small towns sometimes don't provide that, especially those that lack diversity and open-mindedness. That's one of those things as a minority I feel that I have to think about where I move at. And I'm in Florida now, and we're looking for like neighborhoods to potentially move to next year. And it's one of those things. I talk to a lot of my coworkers who are predominantly white, and they talk about, oh, this little town is great, but they're not thinking of that diversity factor. And they're like a deer in the headlights when I ask about that. But as someone that has come from a small town that has dealt with a lot of situations where I'm cool with people, but I know people aren't cool with me, I need to make sure that I'm comfortable, you know? So that's, you know, it's one of those things: dating, living, working, you know. Very colorful. I like color. More years. Sorry, Casey. Hey, you know, life be lifing, y'all. I'm at peace. Thank you for your. Hold up. Oh, about dating. Okay. I was thinking I missed something else. Yeah. Things happen, y'all. Where you live at sometimes helps, and it might be a blessing too. So think about that. Okay. I think I have been saved in many situations. I was saved. Okay. Like me growing up, being a little bit apprehensive about myself and uncomfortable about myself kept me from having the confidence to kind of go out. I think it saved me from some of the headaches that I would have. And I went through my fair share of headaches. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't always sitting at home by myself, but I went through my fair share of headaches. And I think I went through less of them because of who I was then. If I was at this personality now, I would be causing those headaches. So that would be a whole other ballgame. And you got to find peace with who you are and where you're at. Okay. Find your blessings. I think it's always best for you to get comfortable with who you are and concentrate on friendships. I learned that getting married, that, and I've always tried to seek friendships, but I realized getting married that the best thing a single person can do is cultivate friendships outside of a relationship. Because whether you have a relationship that works out or a relationship that ends or a long-term relationship, those friendships are the ones that will probably mean like the most to help you cultivate who you are and help you get through strife. Because the spouse can only do so much, and the spouse is a little bit too close to your situation, or may actually be the issue for you have to go talk about. So that's one of those things. And I saw a show that was talking about that the other day about not losing yourself in a relationship and cultivating friendships, because those are the most lasting things that you have in your life that mean to have the most value and they're the most fulfilled. So that's one of those things I think we lose sight of sometimes. I moved a lot and I never really got a chance to really cultivate like real good girlfriends. Every time I felt like I was establishing friends, which I think, you know, weren't the deepest, but I would get moved. So that's one of those things I'm seeking now, you know, like people that are equally aligned with how I think. It's, you know, it's difficult as an older person, but you know, I'm up for the challenge. I need to find somebody else who has also not had that opportunity to cultivate a relationship with a female, platonic, y'all, that is also seeking to, because you have to be motivated. Hey, it's almost like dating. I'm looking for a girl to date platonically. Okay. I found one. She's real cool. Okay. But she has a kid and a husband, and her time, she doesn't have a whole lot of time. But you know, I want a group of girls so we can all hang out and do girls' day and things like that. It's a fun time. You can drink that many. Put them to the side. Hold up on them. You'd be surprised what you can drink. Hit the like button. Yes, thank you very much. We're going to be going to a spring, y'all, too, by the way. Flo says, I never paid attention to the labeled bottle. It was a coincidence that it matched the time. Oh, see, because your stomach had that water capacity, you know? It's just like clockwork. It's like you ever wake up and it's always the same time, you get accustomed, you know? Mocktails are fun. I do like mocktails. I like a good drink every now and then, but I do like mocktails. March Madness. I had to rethink that. Readathon, there is the Discord. If y'all have not signed up, put your books in there, talk to some cool people. Here is also the Reading Sprint Tram. Make sure you hop on board. Christina, hello, hello. Christina is always our great moderator that is dropping down the links and keeps us on track. Okay, so she is always appreciated. Not on the tram. Why? Here's Angel's DD's link if you put it in the tram. Dee, by the way, in case y'all are not aware, I host extraordinaire. Is Dee from Virtues of Books has created March Madness. Okay, so make sure you show us some love as well as other co-hosts there as well. Okay. Book to Mama, say hello to Casey. Need a straw cup that keeps the water cold to keep drinking it. That is true. That is true. Or just keep putting some ice or frozen fruit. Drive a lot and it's easier. Yes, definitely. Definitely easier. In the car, it's always easy to do audio and stuff. I'm okay doing a bunch of admin. Ugh, don't we always? Is your break? How are you still on it? Ooh, is this from school? Let us know. I didn't cuddle a lot either, which never bothered me. Yeah, it didn't really bother me so much until I got older and I realized that that affection was lacking and that it was affecting me as an adult. That's the only thing. But, you know, it is what it is. Normal when you grow up like that, right? True. So true. I am a hugger as a mom, though. Yes, yes. I definitely am a lot more. That's one of those things that growing up without having that was one of the things that I was striving as an adult to well, I don't have any kids, but the goal was there for kids to change that pattern. To let people, like, I know my mom loved me, but it wasn't one of those, hey, I love you. Like we didn't go around doing that, you know? So I struggle with that even now as an adult, but I strive to be better, you know? Just helping out with the read-along. Oh, you readathons. Well, you're an integral part of BookTube, okay? I hope you know that. I think you look real good. Your skin is nice. I appreciate it. I mean, I try to keep moisturizing, you know, that's the best I can do. I keep it clean and moisturized. You know, every once in a while I put a little light dust on the makeup. You know, you can only do so much. Only do so much. Get back to using tumblers. Tumblers are nice. Everybody uses those Stanleys and stuff these days. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't think they're kind of ugly. I have one I use for work. It's a 40 ounce, I think. So I use that for work and I use my water bottle here around the house. But my other one I use strictly for work. I keep it with my work bag. And because it is insulated, I can keep my water in there. It holds more water too, because I don't necessarily always have the time to go back and forth to the fountain. But it keeps it cold because my water sits on the desk. And it's a work cup. It has a work logo. So that's another reason I use that for work. But other than that, water bottle suits me fine. Not when you broke yours. What did I break? Are we talking about? I can't remember. What did we break? Look good on you. Oh, glasses. Yeah. Okay, I get you. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like them. They just, you know, I just feel like they sit a little bit too close to my face. I'm using some old ones, but they're not the right prescription. You know what? Oldies but goodies, right? I mean, unless your eyes had a drastic change, then you know it should fit. Like I wear, on the rare chance I wear my contact lens, because I have so many of them. They're dailies. I'm not gonna get any more, but they're an old prescription before this. But as long as I'm not reading, they're fine. But if I read, I definitely need these glasses because I'd be like, that's why I took them out earlier because I was like, I'm not gonna be able to read these comments. Yeah, I hate that. They told me that they can bend them or something to help keep them on. Yeah, you can bend them, but the thing is, these arms don't really go much past my ears, so I need something else to hold them in place because I'm constantly like moving them out a little bit, so they're not, so my eyelashes aren't touching them. So in that case, they're gonna fall off. But they sell all sorts of. I got these on Amazon. It was like 10 pairs for $6 years ago. My coworkers were laughing at me when I first got them. And then slowly they kept asking me, hey, you have an extra pair? So yeah, they're very functional. Okay. You don't know what apparatuses you need until you see them. I just was like, I need something to keep these bugs on my face. I got bigger frames this time. They're just for reading. Okay, that works. Bigger frames work pretty well for that too. Corix is a good brand. I think I'm spelling that wrong. Small snail mucin. I have heard of a snail moisturizer. Sliminess. I have this Korean mask that it's like a very slimy stuff. I don't like the mask that sits on your face where you got to sit down because it falls down. So what I do is I'll take, those face masks. They sell them at Five Below and all for moisturizing. What I do is I'll take the mask and I'll like put the thick layer like of the liquid all over my face and then let that sit, because I can walk around and do stuff. But the whole idea of sitting there, because even those eye mask or the under eye mask they have for the bags and all this other stuff, I don't just sit. Like very rarely am I just sitting. I'm normally doing something. Okay. So I don't have time to just sit and let this marinate for 20 minutes. Because as soon as I think of something, I'm going to get up, Yeah. Oh, always wear sunscreen. My daily moisturizer, it's a generic brand, but it has sunscreen in it, at least a 15. Basic. I got some black African soap the other day. Yes. I use it for the body. It says you can use it on face, but I have not used a soap bar on my face in years. So I'm very apprehensive about it. But it says you can use it on the face. I don't know. I'll just use it on the body and call it a day. But I love the smell. Love the smell. A rating before I spend the money. Exactly. You don't want to be spending money on something. And you need to see a rating from an average person. I don't want one of those people that are getting paid. None of that stuff. Okay. I am in the late 40s. Let's say that. It gets better as you get older. You care less about things. That's true. I think you get more comfortable in your skin. I think that's the case, And I try to take care of myself. Like most people that meet me, maybe it's like my one friend told me it's more personalities and she thought I was younger. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, I don't expect to be some 20-something looking or whatever, but I just want to take care of myself, all the things, y'all. We're going to hydrate, feed yourself, check the laundry, stretch, use the tram, and be notified. Awesome. Much appreciated. Always. I don't have good girlfriends. There are a couple, but they faded away once I started working 2 jobs. And that's the thing. People that you have as childhood friends is great when you can grow up and live your lives. But a lot of times things just change. I had like 4 friends in high school, but I wouldn't say those were deep relationships. We had like problems in my high school. Okay. But there were 4 people I hung out with, but I was the most outgoing of them, and they were shying away from doing anything outside the bubble. And I'm just like, and in college, I was the RA. So nobody wants to be friend the RA, resident advisor for the dorm. And then I was in the military and I moved every few years. So it's like, it is what it is. I find friends wherever I go. It takes some time, but I wouldn't mind something that lasts like long periods of time where you're in the same location, People do get busy. Trying to get in my age isn't easy since I'm an introvert. But you can do that. It just takes a little bit more time and effort on your part. Trying to find somebody else that is also an introvert, I think, would be a good thing. And then y'all could explore things together. I think it'd be good. I watched this guy on IG. He's what is his channel name? He's a black guy. He always has scruff, but I think he says he's neurodivergent, but he's an introvert, and he does all these little skits about like dating and living life about just as an introvert. And what is his name? I think his real name is Trey or something, but if I come across it again, I'll let y'all know. But he's always like doing these little skits about, I want to meet somebody. And they're like, great. Okay. I have somebody I want to go out. Or do you want to go out? They're like, yeah, sure. And they were like, well, meet us at this party. He was like, you just got me there. I have to leave the house. It's not happening. Very interesting. Permanent break from school in April. What will I do with myself? Read books. Read books. Oh yeah, they fog up. Okay, fog up. Hello, Jane. How are you doing? Welcome. We're getting through some comments so we can go ahead and get to our first sprint. I'm going to do. Let me see. Do I have this? I'm going to put 45 minutes up here on my little timer. Hold up. I'm just setting my timer here. There we go. Okay. Oh, my goal is to hopefully do 2 sprints, but we're going to do at least 1 and then we'll go from there. Okay. Let me know what you're going to be reading. Oh, this is Coda's Jane. I don't know the spelling. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Oh, no, I am a different Jane. It's my middle name. I was going to get excited. Well, hello, Jane. Welcome. Welcome. I'm Courtney. By the way, if y'all have not already, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I've been on BookTube for about 3 years now, and I definitely enjoy my books. I read a little bit of everything, but I like a diverse voice. I love like fantasy and horror and sci-fi, but I read a little bit of everything. I love a good dark romance. Okay. And I sprint for the most part every Tuesday starting at 10 a.m. In case I work or have an appointment, then I will cancel. But other than that, Tuesdays, 10 a.m. EST is my normal sprint time. Okay. So you may see me pop up every now and then elsewhere, but Tuesdays is where you'll normally find me. Oh, yeah, I have not seen you today. Seen you, Jane's books, but hope to see more of you as well. Okay. Let us know. Booktuber. Yeah, I do like that spelling too. Oh, I haven't been using. Oh, you have? Okay. See, that's the thing. You know how with things like creams and soaps and all this other stuff, they use fillers. I need to know where it came from before I put things on my face. Like, is it specifically designed for a face? You know, I know African black soap can be used for a lot of things, but this is like some crap I got off Amazon. I didn't read all like the ingredients list and who made it and stuff. So it's one thing using something on my body. It's a whole nother thing of using something on my face that I haven't vetted properly. And I only have the 1 bar. So I'm going to stick with my turmeric soap that I've been using thus far. I do keep in touch with a friend from 1st grade, but it's not consistent. I mean, at least you still have her number, know who she are. I don't want to communicate with a single person from high school. They can kick rocks and forget my name. Okay. On the chance that I do go home, in case any of those people do remember me, which I seriously doubt, I tend to be on the lookout. We don't need to talk. They didn't like me in school. You don't need to like me now. Every once in a while, I have somebody be like, aren't you? I was like, no, I'm not. I don't even live here. I don't even live in the same city. So don't even bother to pinpoint who I am. My sisters still stay there. And they're always like, you remember such and such? I'll be like, no, I don't. And they'd be like, such and such. No, such as. I'd be like, look, I'm not going to remember. And I really don't want to. So don't worry about it. Just tell me your story. You know, it's not to be rude, but it's just no point in wasting the time. You know what I'm saying? Double Jen heard about a local group that is kind of like a freelance group, and I want to attend one of their lunches. My work schedule is all over the place, though. Ooh, I feel you on that one. It's good to get out and get to know some people. I think that'd be a good time if you can swing it. Sometimes all you maybe need is one person to get to know, and then you'd be surprised where their branches from there, you know? Ooh, there we go. Might meet a new author friend. Oh, don't know Coda. Okay, yeah, he's another booktuber extraordinaire, okay? Coda means friend, okay? Booktube bestie. If you hang out with this group, you will. Yeah, exactly. It does, and it smells good, too. Oh, my gosh. Makes your shower smell delicious. Well, I hope that you come back more often, Miss Lucy. I think I've been in your sprints a few times, okay? I hope all is well. What are you reading? I just won't use any of the common brands like Irish Spring. Oh, I like those, but yeah, body only, not on the face for sure. No, on the face. Nope. I don't usually have Saturdays off. Yeah, my Saturdays this isn't my normal sprint time, you know, so I'm either working or I would be up late, but I'm normally you know, you got to spend some quality time. When you're married, you got to play that game called marriage. And that means getting off the internet to him. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll get away from my book friends. So then I got to watch TV with him, and we watch murder mysteries and figure out who did it. So that's what I do at night. But he let me throw me a bone so he can play his game today. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all, we're going to get to our next sprint because we have been talking a minute, okay? Which I love talking to y'all, by the way. So I have my husband's, how do I open this? My husband's iPad here. We are reading ARCs. This is March Madness, so ARC in the March. I suggest you reading ARCs, but you know what? Read what you need to do and what you need to read, okay? But I am going to be reading a graphic novel. This is definitely not it. This is an old one. Okay, let me get off this page. By the way, so this is an ARC that I did start called Black Lives Icons of Design, which is very interesting, okay? And this is on NetGalley. It's more in the children's and teens section if y'all are interested. But it talks, is it this way? Oh, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it. I selected it. It has like, I think 10 or 12 people that have things in the, you know, just arts industry, agricultural. Ruth Carter, who makes a lot of the costume designs for a lot of like Black movies, like Black Panther and The Wire, things like that. But different people, y'all can't see it, but it's like black and, there we go. So it's like black and white. It does have a lot, y'all. Yeah, like this is Ann Lowe. I think she made wasn't she Kennedy's Jackie Kennedy's wedding dress or something. But anyway, this is another designer. But it talks just a lot about, you know, underrepresented voices in that are the blueprint for much of the fashion and art and here agricultural processes that we have today that aren't giving that credit. So just a very interesting, it does have a lot of wording, I will say, which kind of threw me off. I didn't expect it to have as much wording. But just, you know, if y'all are interested, this was a very interesting arc, I thought, to pick up. But Black Lives, Icons of Design. So I'm kind of reading that at will, but the one that I'm actually reading is not on here. Why is it not on here? Okay, well, I'm gonna find it. But I'm going to be reading an arc that is, and where is it? It is a graphic novel, and it's about Star Trek. It's called Red Shirts. Don't judge me, y'all. I do like Star Trek. There we go. So it's a graphic novel called Red Shirts. So I need to download it, but I want to put it on here. So that is what I'm going to be reading. Let's see. What is everybody reading? Nothing Tonight. Need to write the book. Definitely get on that one. Glenda says hi to Lucy. Reading the Masala Chai Mystery Club. There we go. Cozy Mystery. Ooh, there we go. I love the collabs. Awesome. Hopefully you had a good time over at K Sprint. Okay. That's awesome. Little House in the Big Woods by Lauren Ingalls Wilder. Ooh, back in the day, Prairie series. Okay, I like that. I used to watch that back in the day. Sounds cute. It does. It does. Podcast a few weeks back, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, look at y'all. Okay, doing big things. I'm not mad at that at all. Reading Turn to Me by Becky Wade, Christian Contemporary Romance. Ooh, that ought to be cute and sweet as well. Well, yeah, it looks like y'all are doing some good things, have some nice books coming up, okay? So enjoy those books. Putting up my timer here. We are not going to do a race timer. So for those of y'all that attend sprints on Tuesdays, you know, I always do some sort of race timer where people are racing. Here, we're just going to do a little regular timer here. Okay. So we got 45 minutes on the clock. Happy reading. I'll see you in 45. And that was that sprint there. Let me get this one off the screen. Where's my thing here? Let me know how that sprint went for you. Is that gonna go? Hold up a second. Restream is slow. How was that sprint for you? Let me know. Let me know. I did read. I found my Star Trek graphic novel early in. I'm on page 31 of 130. But basically, you have a bunch of security officers on a mission, and they're not too happy about it. Okay, trying to find some folks that are infiltrating their stuff. So that's what that is about. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down here. I don't want to waste my battery. Hold on a second. There we go. All right, and then I also got a snack because I got hungry. So I got a little snack of some cheesy popcorn. That is what I did on that sprint. How about yourself? Let me know. Let me see what the chat was. All right here. So Flo is reading When They Burned the Butterfly by Wen Yi Lee, about to start Morbidly Yours by Ivy Fairbanks. That sounds familiar. Morbidly Yours. Trying to figure out if I downloaded that book. Probably not. It sounds vaguely familiar. I took a screenshot of all of my NetGalley books. I don't have that many. No, that's not one of them. Okay. Well, I hope that you enjoy Morbidly Yours. Hopefully it's all what you wanted it to be. By the way, before we get too far into this, trying to reach here. Reach. For those of y'all that are not aware, I do have a book club, if you will, totally free. Just read the book and show up for the discussion. But for this month, it is Dominion by Addie E. Chichens. So it should be very interesting. I have not started it yet. It's actually short. I thought it was longer, but it's actually short, 230 pages. So very interesting. Should be a good time. But the discussion will be March 31st at 7:30 p.m. So if you're interested, check out the synopsis of the book. Should be a good time. And, show up for the discussion. Mark your calendars there, okay? I have that posted in my community tab, too, if you're interested. Lucy says, yay, 45 minutes, love longer sprints. I enjoy a good 45 minutes to an hour sprint. That's just me. I know some people like them longer. We're not going to be here too long. We were here for a long time. I do longer sprints, but it's for a short time. So 45 minutes is plenty. The next one may even be a little bit shorter. I definitely want to do another sprint. So Newbie Star Trek podcast, Courtney. Ooh, that's interesting. Newbie, where's my pen? I like Star Trek, but I'm not like a Trekkie, like diehard going to conventions, things like that. But I do I did like the Next Generation. That's the one series I did faithfully watch. Okay, I love some Jean-Luc Picard and Data. So that was a good time. Newbie Star Trek podcast. Okay, I will take a look at it, see if it's something that I like. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Hope everyone is having a good read. We're doing our thing, trying to read some ARCs or just finish up some books we have. How about yourself? Chris does a lot of gaming, if y'all are into that, as well as reading. I saw your post that you were done with The Sims 4. Did it piss you off that much with all the glitches? You did not seem happy at all, okay? But luckily you have some alternatives, okay? Okay, Flo's headed to bed. Thank you very much. I hope to see more of you. Hopefully that migraine goes away by the time you wake up, okay? No reading? No. It happens. You have the best intentions and things come up. So I completely understand. I've had those days. I tend not to read a lot of my sprints because I'm always running around doing something. However, Night sprints, I do have a good time of reading because for some reason I can sit at night, but during the day is Energizer Bunny. So edited. Okay, there you go. That's important. That is important. I did a little of that the other day. Dominion is on the women's prize long list, so a lot of us have read or are reading it now. Oh, interesting. Well, I'm excited that people have read it. Okay, it sounds like it's going to be a good time. Okay, definitely have. So I'm excited to read it. So if y'all are interested, mark your calendars. If a lot of you have already read it, then perfect. You can just pop right into the discussion without having to read an extra book. Okay. I've been holding off on it. So I'm trying to make my list of things that I want to read so I can post on my list for buddy reads or whatever for the book club. So if people are interested. For April, the book is called Lucky Seed, if y'all are interested in that one. Let's see. Lucky Seed by Justinian Hung. I actually have a few books I'm going to be reading by that author. I don't know why they're popping up so much, but this will be the book for April if y'all are going to be looking ahead if you want to request. So there's that. So definitely a few books. But Dominion is definitely on the list for this month. I'm excited to get to it starting next week. Yes, Chris is doing this thing. I think, are you sprinting now? I'm not sure if you're sprinting now or not. Let us know. Let us know. Hello, Miss Dee Dee, lovely lady. Heading to bed, wanted to pop in and say hello and tap the like button. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Dee Dee is our host, our creator for this lovely readathon, getting us to read these books, which I am not mad at all. So much appreciated. Sleep well. Have a glass of water before bed, okay? All right, y'all. Let's get to this next sprint. Let's see. Welcome to Lucy. Yes, thank you. I hope to hear more from you. Let's just see. Christina, is somebody sprinting behind me? I just want to make sure in case I run over. Did I put a note? I know I put a note before who was before me. Nope, I don't have that anybody is behind me. So if I go over a little bit, I'm not going into anybody's time. I hope. All right, let me see. I'm just gonna double check this sprint spreadsheet real quick, y'all. Just want to make sure I don't go into anybody's time because I want to do another 45-minute sprint, but I don't want to affect anybody. So 15th. Oh my gosh. I'm still trying to get a handle of the spreadsheet. It's not on the format that I'm used to. The 15th, today's the 14th. Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't look like anybody's behind me. The next is Dee Dee at 8 a.m. Okay, perfect. Okay. So we are going to do 45-minute sprint. And depending on, the plan is to get off, but now, you know what? We'll make that the last one because my husband's going to start tripping. So we have a 45-minute sprint, which is going to be the last one. Oh, he's not live now? Okay, perfect. Thank you for hosting. Much appreciated. Thank you for the invite as always. 45 minutes? Okay, Lucy is good for 45 minutes. Christina says to do all the lovely stuff. Stretch, feed yourself. I got a snack of cheesy popcorn that I should not be eating at this point in time. Check the Discord. There's the tram. Won't be on in a few hours yet, so you're good to go for as long as you like. Okay, perfect. Angel Dee Dee, lovely Dee Dee right there. Okay, so Dee Dee's going to be on at 8 a.m. tomorrow. So if we go over a few minutes, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to do another 45 minutes. Night, Dee Dee. Going to do 45 minutes. I'm going to say goodnight to anybody who is heading on their way out or whatnot. Thank you so much for coming. Much appreciated as always. I'll be here next Tuesday if y'all are around during the day at 9 a.m. EST. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and if I can figure out how to do this. Hold up a second. Technical difficulties. All right, there we go. All right, we're going to head into the next sprint, which I already have queued up here because, it's mighty convenient already having it there. Where is my cursor? Okay. And Chris says hello to Christina and Dee Dee and Champion of Sussex. There we go. All right, y'all. 45 minutes on the clock. I'll see y'all there. Last sprint. Da-da-ding, da-da-ding, da-da-ding. And that was the sprint. How did y'all do? Let me know. I am 81 in here, so that's that. Yeah, I got to 81. I'm going to take a break there from there. Let me know how your sprint went for you on that one. Let me see, where am I at in the chat? I'm liking it thus far. If you're into Star Trek, there you go. It's a Star Trek graphic novel, very similar. It's a alternate Star Trek universe, but pretty much you have a security mission. Everybody's dying. And, there's a common theme that, Starfleet doesn't really care, or the Federation doesn't really care about the people. They're disposable, So, but very interesting. I'm enjoying it. It's a quick read. Christina says good night to Dee Dee, and Jen says the same thing. Christina's coming through with some links for this is the Readathon for March Madness. So this is the spreadsheet for readathons. So make sure you check that out. It includes March Madness. Good night, Dee. Have a good night. Lucy says up to chapter 4, read 4 chapters, and dozing off. It's late when I live. So I'm a sign off for now. Thanks for sprints, Courtney. God bless you, everyone. Thank you too as well. Hopefully I'll see you again. Okay. Glad you got some pages read. Glenda's saying good night. Take care and sleep well. I hope to do that too. I was actually somewhat dozing off as well when I was reading that. So I'm going to sign off and go and get some sleep too. I say that, but my husband probably wants to watch a show. But gonna go to some other things here as well. Okay, maybe finish that in the morning if I cannot stay awake. So. But thank you all for coming. It has been a great time. Hope to see you again soon. I'm sprinting on Tuesdays. If you're around, that will be a good fun time. And we shall go from there. Okay. So make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on all videos and also on the sprints. It's a good time. Next month is Read Your Library Readathon, hosted by Atia with a few different hosts. I'm one of them. So we're going to be reading library books. Okay. She has a video coming out and mine will be out this week. So that is what I have for here. Okay. Y'all stay blessed and well. Okay. I will see y'all later. Bye.